Welcome to the Jane B Show. Today we have sat down with 3 women who are rocking their natural hair and loving it to the fullest. Did somebody say good hair? Well, we are here today at the J&B Show to talk with some fabulous sisters that have natural hair. They decided to wear their own hair. They're looking good, they're looking fabulous, and we just want to know what it takes to maintain such a fantastic look. Hey ladies.
Hey.
Hey. You guys are looking wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so just introduce yourselves and let us know how long you've been natural.
Well, my name is Desiree, and I'm proud to say I've been natural for 2.5 years.
Yes, okay.
My name is Fatima, and I've been natural my whole life.
Okay.
That's so awesome. My name is Genia, and I have been consistently natural for about 3.5 years.
Nice. And you guys, let me just say that I'm looking at your hair, and everyone's hair just looks so healthy. It looks so nice and so rich, so touchable. I want to grab it. Seriously. Just want to run my hands through it. So let's just talk a little bit about like your journey to being natural. And I just want to know well, you've been natural your whole life, but like what prompted you to go natural?
Well, for me, even when I was getting the perms, it seemed like I could never find a style that I was just loving. I was never finding a style that I was comfortable with. I would constantly get weaves and wigs to cover up this perm hair. Then one time I got a perm that just didn't agree with my hair. My hair started breaking off, so I said, that's it, I can't keep doing this. So I just said, no to the perm. I'm gonna see what comes out of my head, natural, even though I was really afraid to chop it off. So what I did was I would constantly get it braided and did my weaves and my wigs, and my hair was just growing like wildfire. So in between my times, between weaves and wigs, my husband was looking at me like, why don't you just wear your hair? Just wear it out. And it was like my light bulb moment, like, why don't I just wear my hair? So my hair grew to a nice length. I cut off my relaxants, and you can't get me to stop showing my hair now.
Nice. Now, Fatima, how is it that you never got caught up with a perm? Like, how is it that you've been natural your whole life?
Honestly, when I was younger, if it was up to me, I would have had a relaxer. So my mother was just strict on, you're not getting a relaxer. Me and my sister would beg her, like we would come home from school and we'd be like, Mommy, please just let us get it, please. And she's like, no, you're not putting it in your hair, because she used to have a relaxer, so she knew what it could do, how much damage it could do to your hair. So she just stayed consistent all throughout high school up until college, and when we finally got to a point where we started to like the look, and me personally, it came kind of just from like being on the internet and seeing people like Tracy Ellis Ross from Girlfriends, and I'm like, oh, I love her hair. So I would go to school with my hair that was heat damaged from flat ironing every 2 weeks, trying to look like my friends with their straight permed hair. So it was heat damaged, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna try this, and I just let it air dry and wore it out in a bit crazy, like stringy, part straight, part curly afro, and people looked at me like I was crazy. But that's when I said, like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to wear my hair like this every day if I can. So
okay, cool. Okay, Miss Genia.
For me, okay. Well, my story is kind of similar to yours, Desiree, but I'm a chameleon, I guess, by nature, and I change up my look, I change up my hair, and sometimes I'll take jobs where I will have to have people do certain things to my hair, and one too many times I've had some bad things happen to my hair where I never had to do the big chop, but I had to do mini chop here, mini chop there. And so I've gone through all these different styles. And then one day I said, you know what? After one of those little mini chops, I'm gonna go ahead and, see what I can work with. I'm gonna work with my natural hair and have some patience and some care. And it was all about finding the right blend of products and nurturing, giving it some time, and I grew to love it. I grew to love it. So now I'm just really particular about what people do to my hair, you know, from now on.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because it's so healthy when it's in its natural state.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times people think women of color that we can't grow hair, that we don't have hair, we don't have the capability of having
And
hair.
that's how I grew up thinking.
Exactly, because that's been put in our psyche.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but she has locks, dreadlocks down to her feet. So obviously we must get grow hair, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like what you see constantly is what kind of forms your way of thinking.
Right.
Until one day you just decide to think outside the box and say, you know, and then you go ahead and do it, and then you see the change. So let me ask you, has natural hair, or how has natural hair, or wearing your hair natural, changed your life?
I think for me, it's given me so much confidence.
Okay.
Like I was saying before, I was never comfortable with the perm hair, so I would kind of like, I don't think I look right, but with the natural hair, I can just strut my stuff and I just feel good about it. Because you know what feels so nice, that it's all you. There's nothing added to it. It's not, you know, no chemicals or nothing. It's just you. So when people compliment me for my hair, I really feel like it's more genuine.
Exactly. This is true. This is true. This is true. I mean, what has been like your reaction from like your friends and your family when you decided to?
I will tell you that. Once I decided to do it, it's so crazy because I'm from the Midwest, and you know, we didn't grow up thinking that natural hair was, you know, the rave and the, you know, people got their hair perm.
Yeah.
So once I started letting it grow natural and styling it, people were just like, oh, I love your hair. And I'm thinking, wow, well, I do too. Finally.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Long
Absolutely.
time coming, but people love it. Not just friends, but you know, coworkers, you know, people we work with, people you see on the street. It's just, I don't understand how we can not have known the gem, you know, that we possess in our hair in its natural state.
Because believe it or not, a lot of people are trying to get the look.
Yeah.
They wish they could be as versatile. Like I'm looking at you ladies now, and it's like 3 completely different textures, colors, styles, you know, and it's like we could do so much. Because I know for me personally, I went natural. It wasn't any like movement I was in, but I just went natural because someone thought I was shaving my edges. And they thought I was shaving my edges because the perm had broke it off so bad. And so from that, I just decided that's it. I'm not gonna do this anymore. So it wasn't even like really a deep thought process. I did think at one point, when I'm older, I'm gonna get locks, and when I turn 40, I'm gonna do this and that. Well, it came a lot earlier than 40. Because once he thought my edges were shaved, I said, that's it. And I always wondered, I said, what's people's reaction gonna be? You know, that was my thing. I wondered, and like within 2 days, I had a fan club of my natural hair, and everyone loved it, and I got compliments constantly. So I knew I was onto something good, but it was just really more from frustration that I just decided that I need, you know, hair was all over this floor. When I would have a perm and comb my hair, it would be hair all over the bathroom floor and just shedding, and now I don't even have that issue anymore. So I know.
You know how they say, you know, sometimes out of a catastrophe or something bad, you know, there's always something good that comes out. And we have all this freedom and this love of self and embracing our identity and our natural hair.
Absolutely. You guys are great. I love it. Because, so let me ask you, what do you think, like, it seems like to me, natural hair is becoming very trendy. It seems like more than ever, like people are wearing their hair natural and confident about wearing their hair natural. Like, what's your take on that?
I definitely think it's becoming more pronounced. I mean, even though I've only been natural for 2.5 years, even from 2 years ago to now, I do see more people being more accepting. I see more people just embracing it. Even when you look at the media, when we look at commercials, TV shows, most of the, you know, African American women they feature now have natural hair. That's not something that we saw like 5 years ago. Yeah,
I agree.
I think it's a good thing, but part of me gets a little not intimidated, but a little bothered by it, because it kind of seems like everyone's just hopping on the bandwagon. Like when certain celebrities do it, they shave their head, and then it's like it's the thing to do now. But like a week ago, you had a weave down to your butt, and you would never wear your hair natural, you know? So it's kind of like, if I appreciate that people are more accepting of it, like guys are becoming more accepting of it because of these celebrities as well, but it's kind of like, you know, do it for the right reasons. Because at the end of the day, you're not that celebrity. You're yourself. So you have to accept that at the end of the day, you know?
Exactly. Well, you know what I find also is that once you change your hair, anything that you change, you may change it for one reason, but then it always like turns into another reason. And it could start with, oh, my hair was breaking, I just cut it off. And then it really turns into like a self-love thing.
Right.
And you become more aware of yourself than you ever were before. Because before you were sometimes hiding, if you want to say that, behind the wigs or the weaves or, you know, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If that's in fact what you were doing. And it seems like the minute you decide to wear your own hair, you become more in touch with your spirit and your soul. Did you find that?
I agree. Wholeheartedly, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I love it. I mean, I think, you know, going natural for me, you know, again, I just did it because I just didn't want that crazy look anymore. But now I can't even imagine. I mean, could you guys even imagine going back to a perm at this point? Oh, she's on the fence. She is on the fence.
No, I
said,
mean, I could see myself getting my hair, blowing it out and getting it straightened, you know, for something, you know, just because I might have to change it up.
Well, see, but that's the
But then I started
versatility.
investing in like wigs and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, it gives versatility. I think that's the good thing about having natural hair is you can wear it straight. That's, I mean, when I was younger, I used to get it pressed, you know. So, I mean, you can wear it straight, or that's the versatility, whereas when it's perm, you can't really look like that if it's perm.
Right, that's true.
You know, and if you need to wear wigs, I mean, it's all a preference. It's at the end of the day is what makes you feel good. Yeah. But I think what we're stressing here today is just to embrace that any style you choose to use is beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Any style that you use is, any style that makes you feel good on the inside, then you should go ahead and do that.
And
because
there should be
it.
no shame in your natural state
That's
of
right.
hair.
Exactly. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining me. You guys are
Great.
beautiful. And you know, keep rocking it out. Power to the natural girls.
Right.
Natural girls. Okay. Yes. All right. So thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you around. Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. You're welcome. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere for our next segment on natural hair.